Hey, my little beans, it's Blancobean here, and today we are reacting to When a 14-Year-Old Killer Tries to Fake Insanity by Mind of a Criminal. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's lots of cases where people try to, like, act as if, like, they are insane and, like, they shouldn't be in prison. They need to be in a, insane asylum or something like that, which I actually hear, or I'm not here, but I heard that insane asylums are not better than being in prison. Apparently, it's way worse than being in prison. So it's interesting that people try to think that if you plead insane, you're going to be in a way better spot. And I don't think that even that doesn't even lessen your sentence or anything like that. I'm pretty sure you still stick with the sentence that in general, no matter what you plead insanity or go to prison in general. But I mean, let's catch this killer trying to fake insanity.
You know they found this girl, right?
Where?
In our neighborhood. Down our main street.
Is she good?
No,
She's not.
she's dead. That's why this is very important. It's all on you right now.
That isn't my problem.
You were
You
the
were
last
the
one
last
with
one
her.
seen with her. So right now, it's facing you right now, son.
This is Aiden Fucci, a 14-year-old boy from Florida, being
Fuchila.
questioned by his parents at a police station in 2021. Aiden is being held and questioned under suspicion of murdering his 13-year-old classmate, Tristan Bailey, something he insists he had no part in. But to understand how police came to suspect Aiden was capable of murder, we must go back to the beginning. In the quiet town of St. John's, Florida,
Of course,
Tristan
Florida.
Bailey was just a 13-year-old girl attending Patriot Oaks
No,
Academy,
totally.
dealing with all the usual challenges high school brings. She was a dedicated and talented cheerleader, full of enthusiasm, ambition, and determination rarely seen among other kids her age. Her classmate Aiden, however, was a different story. According to those who knew him, Aiden Fucci was an oddball. While his teachers noted that Aiden showed them respect and never outwardly caused trouble, his hatred of authority, arrogance, and know-it-all approach to life was off-putting for his teachers and classmates. Throughout his school life, Aiden would land himself regular suspensions, usually after getting into fights with his classmates.
Well, at first, I didn't know if it was him or his friend that was in ISS, and that's why they were in ISS, because one was saying the other one said it.
But the allegation was that Aiden threatened to throw another student out a window.
That's correct.
A female student.
That's correct.
Okay.
But outside of school, Aiden was displaying far more red flags. Aiden had an unnatural obsession with murder, frequently discussing the topic with his friends. According to those who knew him, Aiden often talked about his deep desire to feel what it would be like to kill another human being.
He had said he said his knife, he wanted to slit somebody's throat, and he said it'd be satisfying. He's talked about killing people. He's talked about fighting people.
Oh no.
I've seen him practice stabbing motions with his knife.
Aiden would often talk about how he would murder his hypothetical victims. He suggested that he would take them into a wooded area at night, stab them, leave, and later claim he had nothing to do with the murders.
When he talked about killing somebody, he even told Zoffie Bowman how he would do it. And what he told her was, I would walk around at night and I would find somebody else walking at night. I would drag them in the woods and I would stab them, and then I would pretend like I didn't do it so that I could keep killing people.
In her sworn testimony, Aiden's girlfriend confirmed that he had an unnatural obsession with the idea of killing, and often claimed to hear voices in his head encouraging him to murder someone. When he wasn't
He had
in
a
school,
girlfriend? Wait, was
Aiden
she
would
his
always
girlfriend?
carry a knife, one of two named Picker and Poker. On several occasions, she said Aiden would pretend to stab her or sneak up behind her and hold one of these knives to her throat.
Oh, hell no.
Despite the blatant red flags on display, his girlfriend believed it was nothing more than teenage morbid curiosity. She never thought he would go through with it.
That's going to be Sophie coming on the skateboard towards the house.
Wait.
On May 8th, 2021, the day before Mother's Day, Aidan spent the day with his girlfriend and their friend Trey. The three spent the day skateboarding around the neighborhood, as they often did. Across town, Tristan was enjoying dinner with her family. When she returned home around midnight, Tristan's older sister saw her on a video chat with a boy in a baseball cap, who convinced her to come and hang out at Trey's house.
I'm sorry, I'm lost with what that's happening. Tristan walking to Trey's house.
After an hour together, Aidan and Tristan left Trey's house. Between 1:24 and 1:45 a.m., neighborhood surveillance cameras caught them walking toward a cul-de-sac at the end
So
of the
that
street.
was his girlfriend.
It was the last time Tristan would be seen alive. Aidan took Tristan to a wooded area and stabbed her 114 times, killing her before she could fight for her life. The murder happened precisely as he previously suggested. He took someone into the woods and stabbed them. In his mind, he had committed the perfect crime. Only he didn't.
You can see that he's carrying something in his hands.
What an
At
idiot.
3:27 a.m., Aidan ran back home barefoot, holding his shoes. When he eventually got home, Aidan got to work, hiding the evidence in his room, convinced that he had gotten away with murder. The following morning, Mother's Day 2021, Tristan's family made the horrifying discovery that their daughter and sister were missing. After exhausting all options, they contacted the authorities, who put out a missing persons report and began interviewing those who knew her. That list included the last person to see her alive, Aidan. Aidan's testimony to the authorities did not inspire confidence. His timeline didn't add up, seemingly taking 2 hours to return home in what was, at most, a 30-minute walk. He suggested that Tristan had been hanging around with a 20-something drug dealer, a claim that nobody else backed up. And then, authorities received an email with an attachment. It was a Snapchat screenshot. In the back of the patrol car, Aidan took a selfie with a peace sign, adding a text banner that read, "Hey guys, has anybody seen Tristan lately?" His classmates shot back, reminding him that Aidan was the only one who knew what happened. But his sociopathic glee didn't end with just one post, as he openly implied that his victim was alive and staging this whole saga.
We're having fun in a fucking cop car.
Yep. Tristan.
What's up, guys?
Yep.
Tristan, if you fucking walk out the damn...
When you see this in a month.
Before police could obtain Aidan's cell phone, a runner discovered the bloodied corpse of Tristan in the woods, the stab wounds visible. Within an hour, police put out a search warrant for Aidan and brought him in for questioning, leaving him in a room with his parents. At this point, it's obvious just how much trouble Aidan is in, but his cold refusal to even acknowledge it is chilling. When reminded that his friend is dead, Aidan fails to see why he should care.
You know they found this girl, right?
Where?
In our neighborhood. Down our main street.
Is she good?
No,
No,
she's not.
she's dead. That's why this is very important. It's all on you right now.
That isn't my problem.
You were
You
the
were
last
the
one
last
with
one
her.
seen with her. So right now, it's facing you right now, son.
At one point during the encounter, Aidan's parents press him to acknowledge just how serious the situation is. But he can't seem to see it. When they ask if he's scared, Aidan claims he isn't, despite his fidgety hand movements.
Are you not scared?
Not really.
Not really.
I'm a little scared, but...
If he didn't do nothing, I'd be worried about him.
No, that's not awesome.
He didn't do nothing, right?
Aidan's parents continue pressing him for his side of the story, but he remains totally unmoved, offering up vague answers through a disinterested mumble and frequently avoiding eye contact. Aidan admits that he kissed Tristan and did more with her, confirming his DNA is on her. And yet, through it all, he shows seemingly no recognition of how damning that evidence could be.
What were you doing outside that late at night?
I was at Trey's house hanging out with him.
Did you kissed? Did I do anything with this girl?
Be honest as you can to them.
Two.
Yes.
Yeah, I kissed her.
Anything further?
Mm-hmm.
So your DNA's gonna be on her.
Later on, Aidan is again asked if there's anything that's still being hidden from his parents. While he insists there isn't, he takes the opportunity to try and frame Tristan as the aggressor, implying that she got aggressive with Aidan and prompting him to push her. Knowing the truth, that claim is nothing but sociopathy.
I have my own assumptions
and
as
his
to what
clear
might have
lack of
happened.
emotion or even apprehension is chilling to see.
Unless you know anything I don't know. Did y'all have sex?
Did she really grab you and you just really pushed her, or was that?
No, she did.
You don't know what happened to her after you pushed her?
Did she say ow or get mad?
And she said Aiden. She was like, Aiden. I think I pushed her, but I told her to back on. And she walked off.
You know what direction she walked in?
I'm so sorry. It's just like, does he really think people believe him?
When his parents finally pressed him for his side of the story, Aidan gave them a slight variant of what he told the police, claiming that Tristan had no intentions of going home that night. According to him, she was looking for someone to go home with, and decided to get a ride with her dealer. But his body language is far from convincing, again offering the information through a bored, disinterested mumble.
Did you tell me anything different about her that we don't know about? No. Do you know if this girl got picked up?
I told him about her dealer.
You think she got picked up by him?
Probably. She said she wouldn't come home. She said she's gonna find somebody to stay
After
at
you
her
left her
office.
there walking? Like, you think she got picked up after that? She just kept walking?
Probably. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you know if she turned the other direction or she was just still walking behind you?
She pushed her down and then you walked away. We shouldn't be talking.
I was just asking what he told the cops. I was just asking what he told them.
When Aidan's parents encouraged their son to say nothing until his attorney arrived, police raided their home. When they entered Aidan's room, they discovered a treasure trove of smoking gun evidence. They found an empty knife sheath in his drawer.
Oh, what an
allegedly
idiot. And he,
poker. Stuffed
not
next to his
advocate for this,
dresser,
but it's like,
they found a pair of wet
you
spike
really
shoes
thought
with
you were
blood
such
on
a
them,
perfect
matching
murderer.
the outfit Aidan wore in the surveillance footage. And stuffed under the dresser, authorities found a blooded t-shirt and a pair of wet blue denim jeans, which matched
Such
the
an
outfit
idiot.
Aidan wore that
Well, what do
day.
you expect? It's a
But
14-year-old.
as if that wasn't enough, authorities also found that the drain in the bathroom sink had traces of blood and dirt. And among his belongings, an odd notebook contained drawings of a violent and satanic nature. There was no question. Authorities quickly arrested Aidan on a charge of second-degree murder, upping it to first degree after the extent of Tristan's wounds became clear. Then, out of the blue, Aidan's mother, Crystal, was arrested on a warrant.
What?
Smith is
What
seen
happened?
cleaning her son's bloody jeans. When officers went into the home, they found a pair of wet jeans in Fucci's bedroom. And as we reported earlier this summer, the jeans and a drain in a bathroom tested positive for blood.
Thanks to a surveillance video
She's so
within the
delusional.
home, Crystal had been caught on tape washing Aidan's bloodied blue jeans in the sink. Authorities quickly charged her with tampering with crucial case evidence and advising her son to lie about what he wore the night of the murder. She has pleaded not guilty to both of these allegations. In September 2021, Aidan was brought into a room at the Duval County Jail to follow the process of his pre-trial hearing. But everyone viewed his behavior as erratic, if not highly concerning.
Why am I here? I just want to talk to my mom and dad. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
From the moment he enters the room, Aidan seems dazed and confused. But it all gets a little more unusual when he begins mumbling about demons taking his soul.
Come on. I don't want to let you demons. I don't want to let you demons take my soul. You demons want to take my soul away. I don't let you demons steal my soul. I don't know what's going on.
Since investigators found a notebook full of satanic drawings, it's not impossible that Aidan truly believed demons were attacking him. But this is likely Aidan's last-ditched effort to secure a way out of prison. The insanity plea has long been a go-to solution for killers and psychopaths. And faking a demonic possession works, except when it doesn't. Aidan would eventually go to trial for his crimes, and the judge declaring that his alleged demonic possession would not be considered. Unsurprisingly, that seemed to help Aidan overcome the demonic attacks he was allegedly suffering beforehand. The old, emotionless personality his classmates warned of returned, with Aidan barely reacting to the gruesome details of his crimes. Throughout the trial, Aidan was seen to be following the orders given to him by his attorney, barely saying a word except when he specifically had to. But that doesn't mean his performance was perfect or polished. At one point, Aidan was caught on camera laughing at something his attorney wrote on a piece of paper, undermining any apology he had made to Tristan's family. But that happiness didn't last long. When Aidan's grandmother took to the stand, her tearful testimony seemed to affect Aidan more than any other, as she tearfully confessed that the boy in front of her was not the grandson she had helped raise. Aidan was genuinely affected by the comments.
So sorry. I just don't need my mama to it. Wow, this is so hard.
This marks the only instance in the entire trial that Aidan was shown to exhibit some kind of genuine, non-contrived emotion. And, like a true psychopath, it was only because it affected him. Tristan's family's pain had elicited no expression from him for the duration of the trial. But see the way that he responds when his grandmother fears she'll never see him again.
And I know we're a very large Christian family, and we pray all the time, and I just hope you consider it a little bit, and please don't take him out of our lives forever. I know that I've died and not be able to spend time with him sometime before I go.
Oh, you could spend time with him while he's
At this
behind
moment,
bars.
It appears that Hayden had finally
You got that
realised
one
the
call.
scale of the consequences of his actions. But it passed quickly. The judge eventually decided that Aidan's crime, which lacked any motive and was done purely to cause harm to another human, was worthy of life in prison. And Aidan, unsurprisingly, didn't seem fazed by that news whatsoever.
Mr. Fucci, having entered a plea of guilty to the crime of first-degree murder, I adjudicate you guilty of the premeditated first-degree murder of Tristan Bailey. I sentence you to life in prison. Because of your age, you are eligible for review of the sentence in 25 years.
Despite his public apologies to Tristan's family throughout the trial and after, Aidan doesn't seem to register what the sentence meant. In his mind, it likely doesn't mean anything. He always said he wanted to feel what it would be like to kill, and he achieved that.
Okay, so this is my hypothesis. So my hypothesis, because I don't think I heard why his intentions as to why he did it, but what I think is what happened when he went and walked with Tristan was that, what was his name again? Aidan, whatever, Aidan. When they were walking together, I think what was happening is that I'm also a little bit confused. Is Tristan was that his girlfriend, or was that just a friend? I was a bit confused in that, but nonetheless, I think what happened is that Aidan wanted to have sex with Tristan. Tristan didn't want that. So what he tried to do was they were making out and stuff like that, and Aidan wanted a little bit more. Tristan didn't want it, and then all of a sudden, that's when he got angry. I'm pretty sure other stuff might have happened, but he got angry. And that's when he lashed out, and because he has that pocket knife, he lashed out. He has a father right there that I feel like he is a authoritarian figure to the son, because what I heard during the session was that the son responded to the dad with "yes, sir." Whenever I hear children saying "yes, sir," it gives me like this whole military authoritarian kind of household where it's like, It gives me like Black Mirror vibes, where it was like that new episode with that one father who worked in space, and the son was like, you know, would like they had like this kind of structure in the household or something like that, and like the son will say yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, you know, kind of thing. And so I feel like, you know, the father will make excuses for the son and the mom as well. The mom will try to find excuses for her son's behavior too. Just even knowing that she tried to tamper with the evidence just showed me like the kind of household they live in. That response of just yes sir gave me an idea of what kind of household they lived in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, no, I don't believe in that he has any like psychological thing going on in his mind. I do think that he has what's like that male rage when he's told no. You know, once these men who don't know how to control their emotions are told no, that's when they start getting violent. That's when they start hurting people and stuff. And so I think that's a case of that. It's just another boy who doesn't know how to control his emotions and doesn't have the skills to do that yet. Do I think the sentence was kind of harsh? I think that the sentence was reasonable in the sense that he gets to be reviewed again in 25 years, where it's like, because I do think that, you know, people need to be rehabilitated in order to be back into society. And so in 25 years, if he has not changed or anything of that sort, of course, then it means just that you haven't changed, you haven't been rehabilitated, you're a danger to society. So, oh well, you know. But that's just my hypothesis. The other one that I had was that I think my other one was that he found out that if they were dating, was that she found out, or he found out that she was cheating on him. That's my other, or she was trying to break up with him. That's my other hypothesis. I just have those. At the end of the day, it just had to do something where he felt hurt, he felt pain, and he did not know how to react, and his own reaction was to you know, murder. And the fact that he had a pocket knife, really? Why did a 14-year-old need a pocket knife? It looks like they lived in the fucking suburbs. They didn't live in downtown New York City where, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, like, why did he need a pocket knife? And I'm pretty sure his father gave him that for his own protection. Typical. Like, I already can tell what kind of family this is. But anyways, that's just my 2 cents on this. Yeah, I mean, condolences to the family. That's just sad, you know, the fact that they had to experience this. But yeah, my heart goes out to them. But interesting video. I will see y'all next time, my little beans. Peace.